Hi, I'm Stavros. Good morning and welcome to Dennehy Commercials here on the Dock Road, Limerick in Ireland. So I'm about to take you on a full tour and test drive of this new Renault T High. This is the DE13 TC 480 horsepower. So the TC standing for turbo compound, which gives you more torque lower down on the rev range. So we're going to see what it's like on the road. Let's check it out. Starting off with the exterior first then, finished here in matte grey. It's a non-metallic colour on the T High Turbo Compound 480. We've got the light bar up there on top, 6 spotlights on that, and it has LEDs built in, and the air horns there on the roof, and another light bar there underneath the front bumper, also with LEDs. So you'll be able to distinguish this turbo compound to the non-turbo compound, which would be the DTI 13480, by these badges here. So if I move in for a closer look, we've got the turbo compound, and on the lower part of the grille, the DE13 turbo compound, so it being the 12.8 litre engine in this. And you can also get these with 11 litre engines, but I'd nearly say stick with the 13s for a nice bit of power. And this one has nice torque low down as well, 2,700 Newton meters of torque from its engine. So yeah, it should be a good puller on the road. Now you notice there's a different shade on the plastics here at the front. We've got black, and then this is almost like a real dark grey colour. So yeah, kind of just gives it a bit more of a different look there at the front, it being the Evo model. And of course we have the proper steering adjustment on the interior as well. So that was one thing that Renault took a long time to rectify in these trucks, is proper steering adjustment for the driver, but thankfully these Evo trucks have them. So yeah, you won't have any problems with the adjustment for the driver's steering wheel. And yeah, we've got the super singles there on the front, 385 55 profile, and also the very same for the mid-lift, all Bridgestones. And then we got a 315/70 on the drive axle, and we've got the LED rear lamps, your battery boxes at the back, aluminium air tanks, and I just show you as well, it has the camera here on the catwalk, so that flips up and it gives you nice view when you're hooking underneath a trailer here. You can also get a camera for the back of the trailer that will hook up through the Susie. So say for instance you're pulling the same trailer all the time, that's handy to have a camera on the very back, and it'll be operated through the Susie. So that's a nice option to have. And we have the air conditioning pod as well. These are about 1,850 euro painted. So yeah, you can get them non-painted if you want to save money on that as well. 790 litre diesel capacity on the T High, and it has an electric fifth wheel adjustment as well in there as well. I'm sorry, it is very wet today. I'm underneath an umbrella so you're hearing all the rain, so my apologies for that, but it is Ireland. And yeah, they're quite a nice truck, the T Highs, and also with a flat floor on the inside as well. So let me just show you the key. It's the same key we've seen a long time now. You can lock, unlock, and do a light test. Oh, before I hop inside as well, I just mentioned this trailer. It's a Goldhofer flat trailer here, low loader. So yeah, Goldhofer do all these specialized trailers for heavy haulage, and you've got these as well for your wide loads with the lights and all on them, look, and they hook in to the trailer. So that's nicely done, and you've got all your pads there underneath your load. We've got a nice Isuzu NP also sold here at Dennehy's, and just chassis and cab. It's waiting to have its body put on the back. This is sold, but the trailer is not sold, so you can contact Dennehy's if you're interested in this low loader trailer. It's also got the spare wheel and the winch here as well. Yeah, nicely built trailer, looks well built. Okay, contact Dennehy's for that. And yeah, you've got your smaller diesel tank on this side. So the exhaust after treatment system weighs 115 kilos on this T High. Okay, I think it's time to hop inside, out of the rain. And yeah, we've got the black badge there on the side of the truck as well. Okay, Let's hop inside. We've got the 4 steps going up into the cab, and your completely flat floor as well, and your remote for the back axle, and all the adjustment there for the driver's seat as well. So let me get rid of this umbrella and I'll hop inside. So I'm just going to show you the adjustment here on the steering wheel on the T High. So yeah, it's very good on these newer trucks. The older Renaults were so bad for their steering adjustment, but this one has great adjustment. You should have no complaints with this one. Yeah, it's just a small little button here on your left foot above the floor here that you press. Taking a look around the T High 520, its interior, quite nice inside, and we have the really bright LED lights up on the ceiling. That is your air conditioning pod coming in through what would normally be the roof hatch. I really like this handle as well. Look at that handle on the ceiling. That's very handy for climbing up onto that top bunk, which you fold down and then you fold up half of it so you can use it as storage. And the ladder there as well, really nice touch with the ladder. And yeah, real easy to get up onto your top bunk there. And the seats with their red seat belts as well. And look at this pad here, nice comfortable pad for the passenger, and 2 armrests there for the passenger, and also 2 for the driver as well. The driver gets no pad, but maybe you could stick this one on it if you wanted to. And we have the really thick curtains there at the side, a reading lamp there, and nice lighting there at the side as well, net here, and 3 lockers there. They are lined on the inside as well, which is nice touch. And yeah, as I said already, the aircon pod, really nice to have. So €1,850 for that aircon pod when it's matching with the paint color, but you can get it cheaper if you don't want it matching in with the exterior color. Let me just show you how easy this is. One hand, I can fold this down. Look at that. And then of course you pull this. I can't do it this with one hand, unfortunately. You pull this and then you have to pull the handle here at the same time, and then you can fold it up. So yeah, it is easy to do. And then you just push it up and then it just clips back in. So yeah, you can pull out your ladder that way as well. So that's all nicely designed. And we have the speakers there on the back wall, storage all along here as well, and your remote control for your night heater. You can do your windows as well, you can mute the stereo. So all nicely done. And we have 2 USB-Cs and a 12-volt socket there as well. You have your venting there at either side of the back wall on the cab. And yeah, we've got grey curtains here and then black curtains there. So yeah, 2 different types of curtains, but yeah, that handle, really good. Okay, let's just sit down on the driver's seat, and yeah, as I said already, like loads of space with the flat floor. And let's just pull out the fridge there, give you a look at that. So yeah, it's okay size fridge there, and this has water in it. See that divider there? There's actually water inside in that. It must help with the cooling. And storage down here as well. Let's close that again. And we have a little Renault bin here as well, and that's just a spare number plate and your manual there. Let's just lift up the bunk. Now you do have the big locker there, the outside locker on the exterior of the Renault. You can gain access through there. And we have a smaller locker for the driver's side, and that's because there's storage that you have to gain access to this storage by lifting the bunk. So I would far prefer to have this storage on the outside where you can gain access to it, instead of having it underneath a bunk. So to me that would be kind of wasted space, because not a lot of drivers lift up these bunks to put stuff under. Yeah, and it's quite comfortable mattress there as well. You see there we have the Serenity. Serenity, I think that's how you pronounce that. Loads of room to maneuver around. Yeah, it's just a pity that on the left-hand drive ones you've got easier access in and out of the driver's seat, as opposed to these ones, which are a bit more restricted. But yeah, and the adjustment for the steering, as I said already, is there. We've got a pull-out drawer there and storage down here, a bottle holder there, 2 more USB-Cs here with a 12-volt socket, and another 12 volt here. All your fuses in there as well, you can gain access to them. And okay, we just sit down here. Your 3-stage auxiliary brake. We have adjustment there for the mirrors and 1 touch up and down for the windows, so that's quite good. Yeah, sorry for all the noise outside, it's really noisy with all the rain and the cars driving past. And we have the blind there, which is good, and then this little cover here to cover that gap. It would be nicer if that was a little bit longer as well, but still nice to have it. And LED lights. Yeah, so it's not a bad interior. Your cruise control functions there. We have the leather covered steering wheel with the red stitching, and your phone controls and stereo controls, up and down volume and mute, and yeah, we have the gear selector here as well. So well, let's just start it up. There is no ignition to put the key into. You just press this, press the brake pedal and press this once, then the engine will start up. There you go. The T High 480 and your TomTom system here. Oh yeah, the camera as well. So we have a rear facing camera. Now if I turn my indicator, you see we have the blind spot camera. So that's very good. So that comes on when you turn your left indicator on. Nice touch there. And a little bit of storage up here as well. Yeah, so I think it's time to go for a drive. So one quirk with these Renaults, which I find, I don't really like it, but say for instance you start up the truck and you're in neutral, okay, we'll go into neutral, and say for instance you want to go straight into reverse. You click it into reverse, but it won't go into reverse. You have to put it into D first, and then put it into reverse. Why can't you just put it straight into reverse? I could never understand that with these trucks. But anyway, it does have the manual function as well, so you can flip it up if you want to go from auto and then to manual. You just flip it up with the lever and then up and down through your gears if you want to do them manually. But yeah, why do you need to put it into D first before you put it into reverse? I've no idea. Just one of these little quirks with the Renaults. Anyway, let's go for a drive, see what it's like. Try out the horn. Oh yeah, quite nice. Quite a nice horn on them. Put on the red seat belt. Yeah, maybe this seat belt is going to reflect off the windscreen there, maybe on a very sunny day, so maybe they're not such a good idea. Okay, so into D, off the electronic handbrake, and I'm going to put on our hill hold function as well, and yeah, off we go. Now we are pulling a Krone box trailer, so these trailers are for sale here in Dennehy's. They cost about €42,000 ex-VAT. Okay, just set off here on the drive. So the 13 litre engine, this is the one that I would go for over the 11 litre. The 11 litre could just be a bit more underpowered. This one should have plenty of power now. The trailer's empty, there's no load on the trailer, so it's going to be hard enough to judge what it's going to be like for pull. Okay, let's set off. Just listen to the sound of the engine. And the gear change is smooth. It would be nicer if the gear changes were a bit quicker. It's not a dual clutch gearbox like you'll find in Renault's sister company, Volvo, of course. Yeah, it is comfortable on the front axle with it being on full air, of course. So that's nice to have. Oh, I like the way it changes down gear there quite quickly. Even when I was just coasting there, it actually changed down. That was very nice on the gearbox, actually. The way it changed down there just on coasting, so I like that. Okay, we'll give it another test here. course, if any of you are driving Volvos, you're going to be very familiar with the sound of these engines. 2,700 Newton meters of torque, 360 kilowatts on this 12.8 litre engine. The bore is 131 millimeters and the stroke is 158 millimeters. If you think I know what that means. Yeah, so the total weight of the engine on this truck, full of oil, is just under 1.2 ton. And the exhaust after treatment system weighs 115 kilos. So we're just tipping away there at 80 kilometers, and yeah, we're coming in at around 950 RPM. We just have Spa Transport passing us here. I'll give him a hoot. 2014 Scania there. Yeah, so we've had 4 Renault Premiums on the fleet now, and we're on our 3rd Renault T. So we are in the market for another truck, and we are pricing up another truck at the moment, but it can be anything. I have been asking him to look into getting another Volvo, but Renault are very strong at the moment, especially with their servicing packages. They're very strong and they just can't be ignored. So what would you get if you were in the market for a 4x2? Would you get another Renault, Volvo, DAF, Iveco, Scania, MAN? What would you get? Comment below. I'd be interested to find out. But yeah, maybe it will be another Renault T for the fleet. We're just gonna have to see on pricing. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn off here. We'll just come off just before the motorway. Yeah, it's always nice to have manual control with these auto boxes. It's always nice when you just want to do it manually. And we have the auxiliary brake there as well. 3-stage. So we're just going to turn around by the roundabout and make our way back up onto the dual carriageway. Yeah, you have to be careful of cars flying down here, because sometimes they do think you're going straight ahead. Yeah, so we're just going to go under the flyover and back out onto the dual carriageway. And then I'll power it on. I'll say nothing and just give you guys a sound of the engine and see what you think. So yeah, the average price of these trucks now is around 150,000, so the Renault T Highs are a bit on the expensive side. So as I make my way up here, guys, I just want to show you a bit of bonus footage, okay? So you want to see model trucks? Have a look at this. It's only a few minutes long, and join me back here where I power it off onto the dual carriageway. Have a look at this footage and join me back here. Okay, so you now join me at a private location in Ireland to check out a model truck collection. Now, some of you will remember the last video I showed of a fantastic model truck collection in Ireland. Now you're going to see another one. I have no idea what's in this shed. I was told to come up here, walk in, so you guys watching the video are seeing it for the first time, just like me. I've no idea, but I was told it's fantastic. So let's walk in and have a look. I've no idea what's in here. Whoa! Whoa, lads! Huh? We just. Oh wow! Look at all of the. Oh, you got the building and the ramps and all. Look. B&Q trucks. Not. Wow. That's fantastic. Look, as if they're all backed onto ramps. And he has all the layout here for the parking and all. Unbelievable. And he's got all the posters on the wall as well. Look up here as well. Oh, we've got McBurney, a bunch of McBurney trucks. And he's got model cars here as well. Loads of trucks here. All the Scanias. All the Guinness trucks as well. All the Volvos and the ERFs. See that? More Scanias. Loads of NOF models there. Stowbar trucks, a bunch of them as well, backed up to the ramps. And all the tanker trucks. He's a big Eddie Stowbar fan. There's loads of trucks. Oh, James Earlham. James Earlham. This is the company that Stowbar bought out. Stowbar bought out this company, James Earlham. Yeah, and rumour has it James Earlham has sold at a very good time as well and got huge money for his company. But yeah, what an incredible collection. And Kit Kat truck as well. The Scania. More Guinness Volvo trucks. And the DAFs there as well. Earlham. Wow, a bunch of Earlham trucks here. So, there's ones down here as well. Furry Masters. And yeah, so there's a bunch of them that haven't even been taken out of boxes, it seems. Let's walk down here. This is Jodis, the Renault Premium. More Scanias, and these ones here as well. Wow, and the road goes right across here. Look, see that? So you can play with the trucks going right across. Another McBurney Volvo there as well. More Guinness trucks. Yeah, what a collection! Unbelievable. I can't see any Rory Lynch model truck, although we did get the bigger one made up. These would be a smaller scale. But, oh yeah, so this is supposed to be like a ferry. See this, look, all the trucks on the ferry. Yeah, very good. Oh, loads of them here as well. More Stowbar ones. Weetabix, all the Volvos, and all the P&O trucks. And down here as well. Wow, unbelievable. Yeah, so yeah, there are all these model truck collections all hiding around Ireland, and it's just unbelievable. So a huge thanks to the owner for allowing me to view this collection, and it's just unbelievable. So you saw it, guys, for the first time, just like I did, walking around here. So if you want to check out that other model truck collection that I shot, click on this link up here and skip to minute 12, I think it is, and you'll be able to see another massive model truck collection. But huge thanks to the owner here for showing me around this shed. Unreal. Let's go back to the Renault T High. Okay, back behind the wheel of the Renault T High 480 turbo compound, and just going to power it on here. Listen to the engine. So it is a quiet engine. It's quite relaxing to drive with it being so quiet. Yeah, so we're just cruising at 80 kilometers there, and we're coming in at about 950 RPM. So the maximum torque is delivered between 900 RPM and 1250 RPM, 2,700 Newton meters, which is quite good. So you should have good low down pull with this truck. And it uses 26 litres of coolant and 35 litres of oil, just in case you're wondering. Yeah, so we just have 2 airbags on the back axle of this truck, and of course the front is on air as well. So it's still comfortable. So I'm just going to come off the dual carriageway here now and make our way down the dock road to Dennehy's. And of course they do used trailers in Dennehy's as well. They have a used curtain sider at the moment, and it's in great condition, and you can have that trailer for less than half the price of a new one. It's reconditioned, it looks very nice. So make sure, if you're in the market for a used curtain sider trailer, contact Martin Hawk at Dennehy's. Just use the auxiliary brake as well to slow down. And that's where I'm going to leave you all today from Dennehy Commercials here on the Dock Road in Limerick. I look around the T High 480 turbo compound, and plenty of space in these trucks. These trucks are averaging around 150,000, so they are quite expensive for the T High, but we at Rory Lynch Transport are in the market for another truck. a 4x2 of course, maybe 480, 500 horsepower. What would you recommend? Renault, MAN, they're sold here at Dennehy's, or maybe Scania, Volvo, who knows, Iveco, DAF. But we are shopping around for another truck, probably for next year, 2024, but yeah, we're just pricing up at the moment. And yeah, but we are pricing a Renault as well, so contact Martin Hawk and he'll give you all the prices on these trucks and he'll look after you here at Dennehy Commercials. Okay guys, thanks a million for watching and I'll chat to you all again next time for another one. Take care. Cheers!